Hello traders, it's Tomek from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly Forex Forecast. Of course, in the short video I will show you some opportunities which in my opinion are good for upcoming week. So first pair is Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. We discussed in the previous forecast that price is bouncing on the trend line and we were expecting for some bounces. This is the weekly chart, so let me draw the line again, and we were discussing about possibilities here to look for bounces, because if we check on the weekly chart we had this huge wedge here, so price was playing around, so there was a chance that price will reject this area and will go up again to retest this, like we had in the previous spikes in the touches. But right now it looks like price wants to go down. So in case of the breakout, we have to find the next support level for this pair, and for me the next support level is around those previous spikes. We see how many times price reacted around this zone, so we might get another like 100 or even a little bit more pips to go. Of course, if price wants to continue to go down, the next smaller one support is on the previous spike, but in the long term I even would try to target those previous highs. So we have the levels where price might stop in case if it reached those levels. Because we had the breakouts, right now we can focus on the sells. So what we do, we go to the lower time frames to see what price is making there, and on the daily chart we see this fight here, but price broke this. So let's look for the trend line. If we draw the trend line close to the 36 with the spikes, we'll get this line. So ideally we would like to have a bigger retracement back to this area and then again look for the sells opportunity, and we have our target here, the next support level. With lower time frames combination, this might be really good. If we don't see the retracements, if price reach this, then of course again we will wait for that and we will continue to look for the sells. So let's check the lower time frames. This is the 4-hour chart. Again, exactly the same here. At least we need some retracement back to our profit zone, which in this case is the 36 EMA, because we cannot draw a nice trend line here. We see that price went down with a little bit funny move. So only the 36 retracement will be okay for us, and then of course look for the sells to target the support. And of course if we go to the even lower time frames like 1-hour chart, we might see that price might create for us our short 1 to 3, and it will be nice to see that price is climbing up again, and then after breakout combinations with lower time frames or 1-hour chart with low risk, we see that our profit zone is a little bit higher, so it will be nice really to get the price, to see the price here. Of course, scalpers, if you see that price is breaking this line, you can immediately go to look for the sells opportunity here on the 5-minute time frame. But remember that price might still spike on the previous lows, so try to manage the pair around this area. We can quickly check how it looks on the Renko charts. So when we go back to our Renko chart, we'll see exactly the same, that price is going fast. So at least if we go to the 480, which is more or less our daily chart, we need to see retracements first. Of course, if we want to trade conservatively, then we need to see retracements. Then after the retracements we look for the sells. Exactly the same on the M24 settings, bigger retracements, and then we look for the sells. And everything is exactly the same. As you can see, we need to, on M12 we have this retracements, lower settings and entries, and if we want to scalp we go to the M6 or M3. On the M6 we can draw our line here, we have our trend line like this, and of course we wait for breakouts, and then we go to the M3, and if we see that price is breaking our line, then we look for the sells opportunities here on the really low settings, just to grab some pips from the market. Next pair is Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie weekly chart. We see big reaction here. Yes, price spiked. Our target, because price was going really fast in the down move, our target was here on the support level plus EMAs, but price reacted immediately. So for now, it looks like price is making for us this line. So it looks like it's still making like a higher lows. The resistance for this price, for this pair, is here. So we might get another move back to the highs. What else we might see is this trend line. So this is a little bit tricky because it looks like we might get like breakout, retest, and possible continuation, but this might also be start of the like maybe bigger range, and after move like 1500 pips almost, we might also get bigger retracement, maybe to create a lower high on the weekly chart and then continuation, or double top on the weekly and then continuation to retest, of course, this resistance level. If we look for the daily chart, we will see that price is reaching the resistance zone right now. Let me unzoom this, and we will see that the previous resistance was broken. Here was a good level, but another level is a little bit higher here, and price is retesting right now this another level on the daily chart we have here. So in case of the breakout, this is the next good area to react. We see that price is making like a higher highs on the daily chart, but again, this move was really steep. But also our trend line was broken here with the 36 EMA. So with low risk, in my opinion, we can start to look for possible long scenarios on the lower time frames. But we see that we have the resistance, so this should be our target. We see that how price was volatile, how price went up really fast. We have also trend line here close to the 36. So ideally, we would like to wait for the retracement back to our profit zone, which is trend line with the 36, and from this level we would like to focus on the long entries to target that. And in case of the breakout, we have the next levels. This we can combine with, of course, lower time frames. We don't have to take this on the 4-hour chart, but this will be really good zone to look for the longs on the 4-hour chart, 1 hour, 15 minute, etc. If we go to the 1-hour time frame, we see that price is making for us long opportunity here. Again, this will be aggressive scenario because we are close to the resistance. This was really strong move. So how we would like to trade this only on the lower time frame. So if we see that price is breaking our line, we go to the 5-minute or 1-minute chart, and then we want to scalp to target the previous highs. Another opportunity more aggressively is to trade in this retracement back to this area, but what we need to see is the breakout of this trend line here with the 36 EMA. So we can go, for example, for the 15-minute time frame, and we simply wait for breakout. And if we see that price is making setup for us, maybe with extension of this line, retest of this line, then we look for the sells to target the 4-hour 36 and the trend line. In case of the breakout, we will get really nice entry. In case of the bounce around the profit zone, we can close the short entries and focus again on the longs. New Zealand cat, another pair. Let me unzoom. It will be easier for us to do the top-down approach. What we have here is the resistance area. Again, this pair I'm checking this pair every week because it's good, in my opinion, to still look for it. We have also trend line, which gives us really nice level. Price didn't exactly touch the line. We see that it's almost it's spiking. Yeah? So we still might get something like another false breakout. But for now, it still looks nice because we have this spike, we have the resistance. Again, we had really big move here, like 900 pips. We might get reaction. Yes, we might get some reaction. The next support level, in case of the retracement, is around this level here. This might be here. We have the smaller one. It will probably go from the daily chart. On the weekly, we will have the support level here, so still really good target. When we go to the daily chart, we see that this support level comes almost with the 36 EMA, which is of course our profit zone. We also have trend line here, So if we see that price wants to retrace, right now it's still pointing up. Even if we have the red candles, it's still pointing up because price still might bounce. Like I said, we will get like maybe the final spike, false breakout around this, and then price will create that. If not, we might get move back to here like this, and then maybe price will create double top or will go up again to retest this. So in this case here we have two scenarios. We can look for the sell aggressive entries to target our profit zone, and then if price react, close the sells, look for the long bounce entries, or go to the lower time frames right now and still look for the longs to target this. But of course we know that this will be really late. We also have the trend line, which is, you see, if we draw the line like that, price is like sliding or breaking the line. So that's why we can even start to look for the sells right now aggressively. I will show you on the 1 hour chart. Or like I said, if this is the bounce, lower time frame entries, longs, and our target is on the previous highs, and then if price decide to go up again, this will be our next target. So we go to the 1 hour chart, and what we see right now on the 1 hour chart, this is our line, yes, from the 4 hour, but we can also draw it a little bit like this. If we go again to the 4 hour chart, we still see that price is spiking on this line. So like I said, a little bit aggressive scenarios, but we can still, this line is okay and this line is okay, yes, so it's not a problem, but as long as we understand what price is making here, is good for us. So like I said, two opportunities, sells and longs. If we would like to sell it, we see that we have the like the 1 hour short 1 to 3 here. So again, we have to go to the lower time frames, like 5-minute chart, and then on the 5-minute time frame, what we would like to see, or 15-minute, I think it's even better on the 5-minute, look for the sell opportunities there, and your trend line should be your target. So we should manage the pair ideally on the trend line, because what we might get still, price will go down but will not break this, but will retest this again, will bounce and will continue to go up to this area. But in case of the breakout, we still might get really nice trade, yes, if price decide to go down. For longs, of course, we need to wait for breakout of this line, and then of course we can look for long opportunities here. After breakout, look for the 1 to 3s and take the action to target the highs. This will be really nice with the longs. Better opportunity will be to get another, like maybe spike or double bottom, and from this area, extension of the line, look for the longs, because our risk reward will be bigger, yes, because we would like to target those previous highs and then the next level. So this is the opportunity for this. I personally still would like to see another spike, and then extension with this trend line. Look for the sells. Let's check on the Renko charts how it looks here, and we'll see more or less exactly the same. It's like we see price is going up, we have the resistance level, it's still climbing up 240. It's making for us right now the long 1 to 3 retracement back to the 24 EMA, not to the 36. So like on the classic charts, we have our line, price is breaking this line right now slowly. On the M6 we can already look for the longs. If somebody is trading only on the Renkos, yes, we can look for the possible long scenarios on the Renkos and target the highs. If not, we can go maybe M3 settings. If not, we can just wait for this trend line breakout and look for the sell opportunities here to target, like you said, the previous lows, which are here. New Zealand Swiss franc, another pair which is going up. Right now it looks like we have the reaction. Let's find the resistance levels, and resistance is here where price is right now. Another one on the weekly chart is somewhere around this point. Of course, better one is still on the previous highs here, but in between we also have some spikes, some touches, some reaction. We see in the past. 600 EMA also might be the next level. So we have everything here, and we also have the trend line. Price didn't touch this exactly, but is really close. And the next support level, in case if price wants to go down, is here. So what we have on the lower time frames, it's like price might create for us another long 1 to 3. We have the trend line here, which is far away, so it might take some time for price to reach this, but also we have trend line here. So on this pair, ideally it will be nice to get retracement back to the profit zone 36 EMA with the support level, and from this level look for the longs to target the resistance and maybe the next levels if price wants to continue to go long. Right now we can still look for the longs, but perfectly it will be moved from this area. So on the 4-hour chart, what we like to see is another move down, and then you would like to start to look for the longs. Of course, if price decide to break this line here, we can still look for possible long scenarios, but our risk reward will be smaller than from this point. So that's why this option will be more perfect. But also here, if we go to the 1-hour chart, if you see, okay, price is breaking, you have the setup, you can take the long, target this. Intraday traders, scalpers can do something like this, that if you see, okay, price is retracing back to the 36 to our profit zone, if you see short sale scenario, you can look for the sells to target our profit zone from the daily chart, which is the 36 and the trend line. This is what you can do. And also on the lower time frames, like 1-hour chart, we have already the scenario. Price is making scenario for the sells, but again, this is for the scalpers, intraday traders. You have the short 1 to 3, you have the trend line. If price reject this level, you see that it's going down, you go to the 5-minute time frame or 15-minute, and you look for the sells here on the New Zealand dollar Swiss franc, and your target is of course the daily 36 with the line. USD Swiss franc weekly chart, we have previous highs with the 603 EMA, which is the next resistance. Price previously spiked on this resistance and right now is going down. We have our trend line here, which might be another level for price to react and go to up to for continuation. If not, we still remember, I hope, that we have this, that this might be the big range. So price after breakout still can go to retest this support level, and we'll get like continuation of the range maybe, or even lower back to those lows, like a bigger range. But this looks like a false breakout of this yeah. So this is our approach. So when we go to the daily chart, we see that price reacted here, started to range, and we have another push. So the next support level where price might to stop, if we look for the daily chart, is here. So of course this is our target, long-term target is here. We need to remember where price might to stop. So this is the area where we should of course manage our positions. So what we have on the 4-hour chart, we had this range. Yes, price was in this kind of the range here, like this. Right now what we need to see is a setup. We have also trend line, so we wait for ideally bigger retracement. Right now, like the 4-hour chart 1 to 3, we wait for the retracement back to the 36 or the trend line, and still we would like to focus on the sells. If we see the nice setup, we look for the sells, target support level, then of course the trend line, and we have the next targets. On the 1-hour chart, also for intraday traders, you see the volatility. We have the short 1 to 3 on the 1-hour chart. If we look for the trend line, this is our line. So you look for the sells here, or on the lower time frames, like maybe 5-minute, 15-minute, after the breakout of this line. Yes, of this line, you just look for the sells combinations 1 hour with the 5-15-minute. And two other pairs, euro dollar and cable, but I'm not convinced to them, but I just want to show you my approach. when we go to the weekly chart, we are still, it's like still price is retesting the support level. It's a little bit chaos here, but if we go to the daily chart, we will still see that we have the trend line here like this, so price might react on this support. This is from the weekly, and might go up again. The resistance, the next resistance level is here, and we also have the smaller trend line here where price is breaking right now, but we see what price is doing here. It's a little bit noise here, so aggressively, because we always like to find the first setup after trendline breakout. We have the trendline breakout, we have the 36 EMA breakout, but it's not so clear for me yet if price really wants to break this. That's why I'm not convinced to this pair. But if you see this, you can try with low risk, and then your target is on the resistance with the 600 GBP EMA, but with low risk. I'm not convinced, because this might be the false breakout and price will go again down to retest the support level for another spikes, especially that tomorrow we have a vote in UK about the Brexit. That's why I'm not convinced. And exactly the same for cable. Because tomorrow is vote, we need to be careful, but we can do our top-down approach. Yes, we have the support level, we have the next one. Price is bouncing right now on this support level. If we go to the daily chart, we will have another line here, and we see how price is fighting. So we can prepare ourselves, and we can say, okay, if price decide to break this and will stay below, we look for the sells below the support level. If price would like to go up, probably will. You see how difficult this chart is. A lot of spikes, a lot of chaos here, so we don't want to trade the charts like this. But we have trend lines. So after the vote, probably tomorrow, you can just prepare yourself, and you can say, okay, if price decide to go down and will stay below, I look for the sells. If I see the breakout here, I look for the longs. And of course, in case of the longs, you can target even this line, but in between we have the resistance level around this area, so of course you want to target this. In case of the breakout of the lows, we can really get rallied back to this support level again. So there is a lot of room to go for this pair in case of the sells. So you can prepare your charts and then just simply wait. Don't go too fast. I wouldn't trade this before the vote, because what we might have spikes, retracement, false breakout, so you don't want to be in. You just prepare the chart and then just wait. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and talk to you soon. Bye.